Hey guys, so I have been wanting to get this palette for the longest while, and it was shown in my haul video, and it's the I Heart Makeup Mint Chocolate Palette. I've been waiting for this and I'm so glad that I've got it. So this was the outer box that it came in, and it has all the colours printed at the back. It doesn't tell you the names of the shades, but on the inside of the palette itself, it has one of those little plastic sheets which has all of the names. The names never really mean anything to me, but I do tend to keep the plastic sheets just to protect, or just to help protect the shadows. Now, it also comes with a double-ended sponge applicator. I never use these, but I keep them anyway because it's a part of the palette. Those of you who know me, you know what I do. Anyway, so what does this look like? Tell me, what does this look like? As soon as I saw it, I was like, Anastasia Subculture palette. This is exactly what it looks like. I need to get this. Even if it didn't look like the Anastasia Subculture palette, I was still going to get it anyway because it's part of the I Heart chocolate range. So I was going to get it anyway. So I'm going to be doing some swatches of this palette. Just to let you know, it does smell like mint, but as I said in my haul video, I'm not keen on the way that this smells. I don't like the way that it smells. I think it smells way too pungent. I'm not keen on it. I'm just not keen on it. I understand that they had to make it a little bit different to the chocolate bar ones because they're calling it mint, but don't do this again. Let's get on with the swatches because I don't want this to be a real long video. Okay, I'll let you know the names just in case you guys are interested in the names. Okay, so we're gonna start up here, and this one is called Sugar Coated. Oh, that's another thing. They're not really, the names aren't really mint related. There's probably like a couple of names, but aside from that, they're not really mint related. This one here is called Sugar Coated. This is what it looks like on my finger. It's a little bit chalky. What that looks like. Yeah, it's a bit, it's a little bit on the chalky side. Oh, that's so upsetting. But yeah, that is Sugar Coated. Then this one here is called Engaged. That's what that looks like. It's kind of like a frosty brown. That's what that looks like. It's like a brown with a little bit of a silvery kind of shift. This one here is called Tea. Oh, there's a little bit of kickback from that one. Oh, it's so chalky. That's what that looks like. Dusty mauve kind of colour, like really dusty mauve. This one here is called Lust, and I really like the look of this, and I'm hoping that it turns out, oh yes, it's like a brown with a green shift, and I love shades like that. Oh yeah. And the payoff, okay, I like this shade. I really like this shade. Oh, I like this shade. Yeah, look at that, look. Chick, chick, chick. Next one here is called Poison Ivy. In the monitor, it looks almost black. Oh my god, this is nice. See, these aren't the kind of shades that I would normally go for, but this is giving me inspiration. Oh, that's sad. It didn't, oh no. It swatched so well, but like on my finger it swatched so well, but it just did not come off on my wrist that well. Let's see if we can build it up. Like, come on. No, I like the look of the colour, but the payoff was not good. But hopefully it will perform better on the eye. Next shade here is called Secret. Okay, it's kind of like a true brown. Next one is called Worlds Apart. Hoping that this will be a little bit more pigmented. It's a cute colour though. It is a cute colour, don't get me wrong. Next here, this one is called Distorted. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That's like a true copper kind of shade. Next here we have a shade called Rivals. Wow. That is like the most mossy, earthy green with like the slightest gold shift in it. Yes. Oh yeah. See, now I'm looking at these shades and these aren't the kind of colors that I would normally go for. But I'm telling you, as I'm looking at them, I'm feeling like there's just so much inspiration just on my arm, and I can't wait to make a video with these colors. Next one here is called Interrupted. Oh, this one feels so soft. Like, here's what it looks like on my finger. You can see like a lot of it got picked up in one place, kind of like a mustard yellow. And this is like almost my skin tone. Like, it really is almost my skin tone. I'm finding it so difficult to differentiate between my skin and shade. That is crazy, but it's beautiful. I really like it. I think I'm gonna probably be using that to set my eyeshadow primer or whatever. Next is Compromise, and it's like a shimmery brown. That's cute, that's cool. Next is Awaken. Wow, that's like a really deep brown. And that had a lot of pigment in it. Next is Disturbance. This is like a real yellow gold, real yellow. Last three, I've got Commotion. Oh, I love this. These greens are giving me life. Yeah, this is gorgeous, so pretty. It's like a bluey green, like a deep bluey. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Then I hope you have it, because I do. This is called High Standards, and that's what it looks like. So this one, I was just now thinking this one here and this one here are quite similar to one another, but this one is more on the brownie side and this one's more on the pinky side. And last but not least, this is my confession, and this looks literally just like a white, and that's Confession there. As I have them swatched out, I'm not seeing the Subculture palette as much. I mean, in the pan or in the palette, I'm seeing it, and I'm gonna put a picture of the Subculture palette up here. Please tell me what you think, because now that I've swatched them out, I'm not as sure. I'm just not. Maybe in the pans they look a certain way, but then once they're transferred, they're a little bit different. Like, for example, again, in the Subculture palette, there's a shadow called Cube, and it literally looks white, but once it's swatched or put on the eye, it looks like it's just a shift of, it looks like it has a shift of pink. So sometimes what they look like in the palette is not exactly how it transfers onto the skin. So maybe that's the situation, I'm not too sure. Now, my overall thoughts on the palette itself is it's a bit of a hit and miss in regards to, like, just from me swatching it, it's a little bit of a hit and miss. Like, some of the shadows are gorgeous, like especially the shimmers, they are beautiful. Some of the mattes I find are on the chalkier side, you have to build them up. Like this one here, I had to build up, and this was like one of my faves. Aside from this one here, this is like my next favorite, and it's kind of sad that I'm gonna have to build it up in order to get the payoff that I'm gonna want to that I'm gonna desire. That's sad. But do I think that it's worth getting? Well, I mean, if you're a collector, I would definitely say yes, because I'm definitely a collector of all of the I Heart Makeup chocolate bar palettes, and I will continue to buy their chocolate bar palettes as long as they keep putting them out. I will be buying them. This is not my favorite in the chocolate bar series. I'll be honest with you, it's not my favorite, but at the same time, it's not the worst either. I can't wait to get into this and to create a look. I mean, I'm looking at these shades and I'm thinking, damn, there's some looks that I can create, and they're not going to be the standard red tone, autumny kind of looks that I would normally do, because there's just so many earthy tones in here that it's going to probably be a little bit, well, it's not going to be difficult to create a reddish kind of look. I mean, they've got this one which kind of looks like a brick red, and then these browns here and this bronzy shade here. Like these ones here will help to create that autumny kind of look if you really were trying to create one. But I'm going to just try and stay away from that section altogether, and I'm just going to be focusing on the yellows, the greens, and definitely this one here, this duochrome green brown. Oh lord, that is just the anyway. So again, this is only $8.99 from Tan Beauty. I got it from Superdrug. I'll leave the link down below, as well as the link to my review on all of the other palettes in the I Heart Chocolate range. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.